Schools in the United States are struggling about what to do when classes begin in just weeks. But across the globe, there is no template just yet as nations take their own road using various approaches to reopening. Our James Longman has this look.
Do it because of COVID.
Okay, so we've just gone out the wrong way, have we?
No, this is the
This
right.
is the one-way system.
And we have to walk all around the playground and come back in to go back to
Oh,
the
so
park.
you can't come back into this door. You've got to walk all the way around.
It's the one-way system.
Oh, that's so annoying.
One of the many hurdles of returning to school in the age of COVID. Around the world, millions of children's education interrupted. And now, getting kids back into the classroom safely is a top priority.
My mum was like, how was it? And I was like, it was really fun because it was awkward because I had no idea what to say. I haven't been socialising enough.
But while the world may be fighting one virus, responses to it have varied considerably. And the question of how to get schools back up and running is no exception.
All the teachers can choose to wear PPE or not.
Okay.
And they choose not to.
COVID has thrown everything off, and this elementary school in London has now reopened its doors, but to only half of its roughly 300 students. A learning curve ahead of the mandatory return to school planned in the UK for the fall. They've put all kinds of measures in place, spaced out desks, sanitisers at every classroom. They're even using new spaces, like the gym, to teach. But it's not been easy.
So how have you found the reopening?
Stressful. I think the preparation was incredibly stressful, largely because of the guidance being very unclear.
Early advice about children being asymptomatic didn't calm nerves here because of the lives children lead away from school.
A lot of our children live with 4 generations in one household, 2 rooms with 8 people, so they may be passing on to their grandparents. But there was very, very little talk about, well, what about my teachers and how are they going to, will they catch it and will they be okay?
Back in April, we saw that at a Danish school when it reopened its doors.
Is it nice to be back at school?
Yeah. All the measures we've come to expect were in place. Hand washing, spread out classes and staggered start times. But you just can't stop kids from being kids.
You can see in a busy school, you can have all the social distancing measures possible, but ultimately people still need to be able to move around.
Denmark decided to reopen to the younger children first, as they were thought to be less risky at the time. Since then, some of the advice may have changed, but the country's infection rates have not spiked considerably. This London school is hoping for the same, but confidence can only go as far as the playground walls. It's only with lower infection rates in the city that this head feels he can open up.
We're keeping a very close eye on local infection rates, local death rates, as well as the London picture as well. The children are tested for their temperature every morning. Any signs of illness, then they are withdrawn.
These kids are wise beyond their years. They know what's happening around them.
I reckon there's going to be a second wave though.
Yeah.
Because if you watch from the news, there's all people, since the pubs reopen, there's all like festivals and everything going on.
But schools are trying to make students' experiences as normal as possible and adapting in creative ways. At this school in France, teachers use games and hula hoops to keep children apart, and lunchtime is a whole different affair. Children must wait to be served by kitchen aides, and nothing can be brought in from home. Unlike the London school, teachers here do wear masks, which makes interacting with the children that much harder. They compulsively sanitise after they touch anything belonging to the kids, and they tell their students to do the same. Asia, whose pandemic curve peaked before Europe, may once again provide a glimpse of the future. South Korea, a country with one of the most successful responses to the crisis, has taken some of the most drastic action.
Not only students, but also teachers and actually all of the Koreans should wear a mask in all the time, any place in school, like, classroom, the hallway, restroom, even in the playground. Can you imagine? You can play soccer with wearing a mask.
But even massive diligence can't totally avoid breakouts of this invisible disease. Hong Kong was widely seen to have contained the virus, but now isolated outbreaks have caused a major shutdown, and schools are closed once again. As the world struggles to find a united response, Donald Trump is clear on what he wants to happen.
We want your schools open. It's going to be a much better climate than it is right now. We're on the right side of things.
But like their colleagues in other countries, some teachers in the US say there's no national plan in place to reopen safely for the kids or the teachers.
Teachers are not going to take any orders that put our children at risk. We're going to do it right. We're going to open schools with an intentional plan to make sure it's safe.
With millions working from home, parents around the world voiced their newfound respect for the teachers they'd longed for during lockdown. Now, as schools reopen, their jobs are getting that much more complex.
I think before COVID-19, head teachers were social workers, we were accountants, we were educators, and now we're medics as well.
James Longman, ABC News, London.
Medics and teachers. Our thanks to James.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.